Hi, let's understand LangGraph with a simple hello world program. Okay, before we understand LangGraph more details, let's understand very few important keywords. There are four different keywords here: graph, node, edge node, and state. What is a graph? It is a set of nodes. It defines a graph. In this case, you have one user defined even or odd and a two system defined, which is a start and end. There are two different nodes. What is a node? Node is actually a function. You can treat it that way. Every node is a function, Pythonic function. There is one more important word is edge node. What is edge node? Edge node defines the connection. In this case, start is connected to one user defined node called even or odd. Even or odd connected to the end node. So it defines the connection. That's called edge node. What is the state? State is just considered as a global data, meaning in a LangGraph, every node is a function. Every function takes one argument, which is of type state. State is a user defined data type. So even that function is going to return a value which is of same type, which is a state. So that means every node, it takes one input called a state. Every node is also going to return a same state. Let's implement whatever we have discussed so far. Let's implement a graph, add a node, execute it, test the results. Let's start with importing necessary modules. Necessary modules are imported. Let's initialize the graph. Initialized. State is a class which is going to have a dictionary key name as n and taking as an integer as a value. That's a state. Let's initialize the node. Let's add the node. Node name is even odd. The function associated to that is a isEven function. What is that function? This function is going to take an integer as an input and validates whether the given number is an even number or not. Accordingly builds the string, prints it. That's all. I have created a node. Then let's add all the edges. So even odd connected to start, even or connected to the end. Done. Once you build it, let's validate whether the graph building is fine or not. How do you do that? You just do the compile. You get a graph pointer if everything is fine. Once you compile the graph, let's invoke the graph. That means you are invoking the first node in the whole graph. Graph, invoke, and the dictionary key name is n and the value that you are passing as 10. So this node is invoked with the value 10. Accordingly it builds even or odd and then return the same state. Whatever the value that I am passing, same state is being returned. Storing it here and printing it here. Let's experiment whatever we have discussed. Let's execute it. See here, whatever the value that I passed, it is built as an even number. And response is also the same whatever we gave. The output is not very important. The only thing that I'm trying to explain here is how do you build a graph from the scratch. Thank you.